Hey guys, welcome to another list, and welcome to my top 5 superhero sequels that were better than the first one, in my opinion. Second movie, these are my list of my top 10 second superhero movies that I thought were better than the first one. And if you guys are also wondering, like, why the different location, I have a new location now. I actually have moved. Because a month ago you saw my list of if you guys know my channel, you've seen some videos in my older room. I had a bunch of movie posters in my room, but I moved out, and so this is my new room now. And this is my new room now, and so I don't have any posters up yet. Maybe I might put a few posters up, movie posters. I'm not going to put all the posters I had in my old room. It's too many. But I have a few big posters I might put on this wall or here too. I'm now just doing a list of my top 5 favorite second installments to superhero movies. And so, let's get started. At number 5 is X2, X-Men United. I do actually really like this movie a lot, actually. I really like the opening scene with Nightcrawler, where he's fighting in the White House. The music in that scene was awesome, and it was very dramatic too. And this movie is actually really awesome. I really like this movie. It's definitely one of the best but definitely one of the best sequels to superhero movies. I really like this movie a lot, and it was an improvement from the first one. I do like the first X-Men movie quite a bit too. The first 2 X-Men movies were good. The third one, not so much, but the first two were really good movies, and the second one was even better. I really liked the second movie a lot. And so, this had a really good pacing. It got a little, the first 2 X-Men movies are good, but at times they're a little bit slow paced, but this one was quite an improvement. And I really like this movie a lot. The first X-Men's great too. I like the story to the first 2 movies. And this movie is really good. I like the music in this movie. The musical score is great and has good action scenes. I like what Bryan Singer did with the first 2 movies. And so, this is a really good sequel. So, X-Men 2, great movie. And then at number 4 would have to be Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Yeah, Captain America: The Winter Soldier. I do like. I've talked about this movie in my tier ranking of the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies. It's great. I really like it, and I do like the first Captain America movie quite a bit. I like it a lot. I do like the action scenes. I really do enjoy the movie, and this one I thought was even a big improvement. It was definitely better than the first one, and it got very dark at times too. It was a very dark movie too. It was very an unexpectedly dark sequel, but after watching those action sequences, I got so sucked in. Like, the action scenes are awesome. They're killer, and this movie's really awesome. And, it's a great movie. Oh, hi, Tim. Oh, hi, buddy. Oh, hi. I'm just talking with my favorite superhero sequels. Ooh, who's my cat? You guys probably remember Tim from, I did a list of my Christmas specials. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, this Captain America: The Winter Soldier is a really good sequel, and really good sequel. Definitely one of the best superhero sequels. And then at number 3 would have to be Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 was also really great. I've talked a lot about this movie. It's great. Love it. I love Dr. Octopus in this movie. Definitely one of the best movie villains. And I love Doc Ock, and I also loved Aunt May's speech too as well. I believe there's a hero in all of us. That speech scene was awesome. And I really love this movie. It has so much nostalgia. I've always loved this movie. It's really, really good. Really good pacing. Definitely, for sure, better than the first one. However, I will say the first one had better pacing. The first one did have better pacing, in my opinion. but I still liked Spider-Man 2 better than the first one. The second Spider-Man movie was better than the first one, as a lot of people thought so. And yeah, definitely better than the first one, but the first one had better pacing, in my opinion. But no, this movie was incredible. Definitely one of my favorite superhero movies. And definitely, it's a really great movie. I love this movie. Probably my favorite standalone Spider-Man movie, like with Spider-Man by himself. Yes, because I do like No Way Home more and Across the Spider-Verse more too. But for my favorite with Spider-Man by himself, this has to be my favorite standalone Spider-Man movie. It's great. I love Spider-Man 2. It's awesome. So yeah. And then at number 2 would have to be Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I talked a lot about this movie in my tier rankings of all the Spider-Man movies. And this actually is now my favorite Spider-Man movie, surprisingly. I did not think this movie would outshine No Way Home, and surprisingly it did. Definitely, honestly, probably my favorite animated movie I've ever seen, too. It's really, really awesome. This movie's really amazing. And maybe my favorite animated movie. It's a fight between that or Spirited Away. It's a fight between this Across the Spider-Verse or Spirited Away. I don't know. But this movie is so awesome. It's really, really great. And I love the animation to this movie is perfect. And it's really awesome. And the action scenes are great, and the animation's perfect, and it's really great. I really love this movie a lot. If you want to know my opinion on this movie, also, if you want to know the rest of my opinion, I've talked a lot about this movie in my tier rankings of the Spider-Man movie, so just go check that video out. So, yeah, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. It's a solid masterpiece. One of the best superhero movies I've seen. Really great movie. And my number one favorite superhero sequel, and my number one favorite second installment to my favorite superhero sequel is, you all know what it is. If you know my channel, you know exactly what it is. Everyone knows what it is. It's The Dark Knight. Definitely the best superhero movie of all time, period. One of the best movies of all time, period. It's great. I love Heath Ledger's Joker. And you guys know I love The Dark Knight. I've talked so much about this movie. I talked about it in my tier rankings of the Batman movies. That was my very first video I uploaded on my channel. I also talked about it in my top 20 favorite superhero movies. And I talked a lot about it. And I've just talked a lot about this movie. It's so... The acting in this movie is phenomenal, but it has really awesome cinematography and music and action scenes and story. It's great. I love The Dark Knight. And I also like this movie a lot. It's a sequel, but you don't have to watch Batman Begins to understand this movie. It works so well as its own movie. Unless you're going to watch The Dark Knight Rises, and yes, you have to watch Batman Begins. But if you're just going to watch one movie in the trilogy, I'd say watch The Dark Knight. It's so awesome. This is The Dark Knight. It's so great. I love this movie. It's awesome. I've talked so much about this movie. One of the best movies I've ever seen in my entire life. Really great movie. And everyone loves The Dark Knight. So, yeah. Great movie. So, yeah, that was my list of my top 5 favorite superhero sequels. And so, yeah, in the comment section below, please tell me, did you agree with this list? If not, what's your favorite second installment superhero movies? Let me know down in the comment section below. Comment below. Let me know. And if you like this, please subscribe to my channel and hit that like. All right.